The average household contains about 62 toxic chemicals, say environmental experts. Ingredients in common household products have been linked to asthma, cancer, reproductive disorders, hormone disruption and neurotoxicity. Even that in small amounts these toxic ingredients aren't likely to be a problem, the real danger arises when we are repeatedly exposed to these chemical cleaning products and in combinations that haven't been studied. Here's the list of some of the worst toxic offenders commonly found in household cleaning products. 1. 2-butoxyethanol 2-BE. 2-BE belongs in the category of glycol ethers, a set of powerful solvents that don't mess around. According to the EPA's website, in addition to causing sore throats when inhaled, at high levels glycol ethers can also contribute to narcosis, pulmonary edema, and severe liver and kidney damage. In addition, it's known as a skin and eye irritant and it has been associated with blood disorders and reproductive problems. This chemical is listed as a toxic substance under the Canadian Environmental Protection Act on the basis that it is harmful to human health. Regulations limit the concentration of 2B in most household cleaners to 5 or 6%, but higher concentrations are permitted in other products, notably in laundry stain removers up to 22%. 2. Phthalate. Phthalate are known as endocrine disruptors. They can also cause reproductive problems. Indeed, according to a 2003 study conducted by researchers from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Harvard School of Public Health, men with higher phthalate compounds in their blood had correspondingly reduced sperm counts. 3. Ammonia. Vapors may irritate the skin, eyes, throat, and lungs. People with asthma may be particularly sensitive to the effects of breathing ammonia. Ammonia may also cause kidney and liver damage. Ammonia can also create a highly poisonous chloramine gas if it's mixed with bleach. 4. Coal tar dyes. Petrochemicals-derived products that may contain trace amounts of heavy metals like arsenic, cadmium, and lead. Synthetic dyes may cause cancer and that heavy metals can harm the nervous system and cause other adverse health effects. 5. Nonylphenyl ethoxylates (NPEs). Degrade into nonylphenols (NPs), which can mimic the hormone estrogen. In laboratory experiments, NP has been shown to stimulate the growth of human breast cancer cells and cause adverse reproductive effects in fish and other aquatic organisms. Several chemicals in this class are listed as toxic substances under the Canadian Environmental Protection Act. 6. Quaternary ammonium compounds (QATs). Irritants and sensitizers that can induce an allergic response following contact with the skin. QATs are also known to cause asthma with exposure on a regular basis. Preliminary evidence indicates they may cause adverse genetic and reproductive effects. Chemicals in this class are persistent in the environment and toxic to aquatic organisms. QATs are antimicrobial agents, and thus pose the problem of helping breed antibiotic-resistant bacteria. The Canadian Medical Association has called for a ban on antibacterial consumer products. 7. Triclosan. Triclosan is an aggressive antibacterial agent that can promote the growth of drug-resistant bacteria. It's toxic and a suspected endocrine disruptor. The European Union classifies triclosan as irritating to the skin and eyes, and as very toxic to aquatic organisms. Triclosan can also react in the environment to form dioxins, which bioaccumulate and are toxic. 8. Chlorine. The health risks from chlorine can be acute, and they can be chronic. It's a respiratory irritant at an acute level. But the chronic effects are what people don't realize. It may be a serious thyroid disruptor. 9. Phosphates. High concentrations of phosphates in bodies of water can promote harmful algal blooms and increase weed growth. This can cause oxygen levels in the water to decline, potentially killing fish. Excess algal growth can also plug filtration devices at water treatment facilities and affect the taste and odor of the water, resulting in increased costs of water purification. Certain algae blooms produce chemicals that are toxic to animals and people who drink the water. 10. Sodium hydroxide, also known as lye and caustic soda. Highly corrosive, can burn the eyes, skin, and lungs and is a respiratory irritant. Long-term exposure in the air may lead to ulceration of the nasal passages and chronic skin irritation. Inhaling sodium hydroxide can cause a sore throat that lasts for days.